What's up, guys? It's Mr. Janvid, and today we're back on the Pokemon Showdown server. This is going to be like a Quaker Uber Sunday, maybe even under 30 minutes. We're going to hop right into it. But before I begin, I want to shout out my man, For Reals. He hit me up. he was he literally only got to 1300 about 2 months ago. And today he hit me up, well, a couple days ago he hit me up, and he managed to peak at 1768. He said a lot of the road to top 10 concepts and just a lot of the videos that I have on the channel that are meant to help you guys progress in the way that you want to, right? But it has to be actually followed. I'm not gonna go all into that. I'm sure you guys have heard that a million times, but it's just what it is. Like, I can't really bend reality. So either follow it and get the results, or you don't. And just kind of move on with your day. So yeah, Mewtwo might die here. Choice Specs Draco Meteor. I remember when Kyurem used to be considered, like, when we saw Kyurem stats, like, what are they thinking? This thing has 400, imagine with a Choice Specs app. And now, like, when you see 339, I think especially after Mega Evolutions were introduced, you're like, 339, man, it's weak. So it's like weak in comparison, right? I'm not sure why he went Dracovish. If he's Choice Banded, if it's Choice Carved, I don't even think he can kill me. If he's not, I'm gonna just Draco. I could go Tangrowth, that's the correct play, because this just Ice Beams. No, I'll just make the correct play, actually. There's no point in taking a Choice Scarf. Outrage. He's banded, so he would have died. Grass Knots 120. Whatever. I outraged it a lot more than I expected. But he would, again, as I said, he would have died. 120 might kill him. It's close, though. It's close. Tangrowth, do I need you? Do I need you? I do not need you. So I'll just Sleep Powder. If he stays in the attacks, he would have died to Rocky Helmet if he decided to switch. I would have put whatever he switched into to sleep. So Cinderace rears ugly head as I got the ultimate counter for you, Fizdeft Kyogre, which might just win the game from here on out if that dastardly Pikachu, that Pichu, doesn't come my way. So just gonna fire off the unresisted Scald here. No, precious boy. Burn. Hate to see him go out like that. Was he level 1? It's funny, if I was like Spout, it just lost there. Very, very interesting. But yeah, man, like, for real, like yeah. But also, if you guys didn't see my community post, that explains why I haven't uploaded. It's been a busy few days. In fact, I have still 11:15 a.m. while I'm recording this, and I have somewhere to be at 12, so I haven't gotten dressed yet. Just finished, right? Like, it's just getting in a good way. Learning to structure out my days where I can get my Pokemon stuff in the morning, and writing and everything like that, and then the second half of my day, more offline business matters. But there are just so many things that I want to get done, and it's time to get them done. I've been putting them off for far too long. And so yeah, let's make it happen. Looking at this team, I don't like my Yveltal set at all. Like, this shit is quite trash. I don't like U-turn. Either Sucker Punch or Blissey, so I think I can get away with not having Sucker Punch, because this thing, what's it called, the Calyrex Shadow, I have an immunity, so for both its strongest moves. Excuse me. So Kyurem's overwhelming with the right prediction is gonna be my biggest asset here. But what can I guard against? Lunala is concerning, depending on the move it selects. Yeah, I think the most dangerous mons on this team are the ones that Yveltal guards well against. U-turn here actually is somewhat helpful. Don't really have anything consistent. Yveltal is really, really, really solid versus his team. So if he has like Toxic or something, that really sucks. Zamazenta is not that good. I actually don't want my Yveltal Toxic if he has it. Hurricane. What? And I'm max for that, so I would have come out on top with that. Hurricane. Man. So I'm going with Bash on the off chance that he misses or that was a roll. Nah, homie said I'm not missing shit. Okay. Alright, buddy. That sucks. I'd have loved to eat Earth Power there, but I think a well-played Kyogre. It might be sloppy to go hard Kyogre here, honestly. I'm expecting him to heal, but at this point, Tangrowth, he actually Sunsteals. That's actually best case, especially if I get to Sleep Powder here. Or he switches it. Yes. The power! So he made a huge misplay here, especially if he left it in, because now he loses Amon. Oh, he was spexed. I'm thinking, because that did way too much. He got lucky that he woke up turn 1. Not got lucky, but he was fortunate that turn 1 is what he woke up, because he would have lost to Yveltal and my Kyurem would have been at full. And because he allowed his one ice switching to be so low, you forget sometimes how damn slow this thing is. So I'll Blissey hard first. It's the only special wall. I mean, this is the only special mon he has that I need walled. Here it's interesting. Like I am going to pivot to Yveltal, right? Because Duskmane makes a lot of sense there. And either that or he's going to Psyshock. So Yveltal's... Oh, come on, Vel. This shit has no item. What the fuck? I guess it's for Poltergeist. Makes sense. That sucks because I wanted... what I should have done was stayed in and knock spammed. But he's recovering too. Yeah, I should have stayed in and knock spam there, in all honesty. Homie is crazy. Like, he's actually a crazy person. Morning Sun, Steel Strike, SD. I don't think he'd have a boosting move as his last move. So how hard Kyurem, he'd need to get 2 well-timed wake-ups, unless he's max Spadef. Doesn't get it this time. I was like, yeah, it was risky, and you have no ground resist, nor ice resist. So he doesn't get the first turn wake twice. I mean, I get the SD on Tangrowth, right? What else are you gonna do in that position? The problem is, if I was any Kyogre ever, I'd come in. Just happen to be Calm Mind, but you know, let's say I was I think this is choiced. I like Yveltal a lot in this endgame, far more than Blissey. If he chooses to go for something that can hit Blissey this time, that's fine. Yeah, trick. I didn't want Yveltal getting tricked, which is why I said it's useful. Here, can't guard against Toxic. I'm thinking though, Stealth Rocks are important in case the Mars Shadow. So now you know, obviously probably Moonblast. I'm locked into Toxic, so why not? So I'll go Kyogre. Now, it's funny, he actually has the utility umbrella, so Skull doesn't do as much. Yeah, I was gonna go Veil that turn. I should go Veil this turn. Yeah, because he should Side Shock repeatedly, and because he has the utility umbrella. But I've conditioned him now, so I know he'll leave it in. I mean, I know he'll Side Shock. I just didn't want to get Moonblast on the switch, even though it wouldn't 2-hit KO. If it does, some way, like this Lieutenant Lunala's special attack is still quite solid. Yeah, I didn't think it 2-hit KO, but a crit on switch, something along those lines would have been pretty bad. As I'm going to just knock off hard, not because it's super effective, but because I don't need, if he burns me, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. Because everything that has left, I already kind of lose to. So, if he goes to Zekrom, I'll just U-turn out into Tangrowth, and unless it's Drake, well, it could be Draco, DD Draco Zek. It does have Draco, but he used it on the wrong. I'm guessing it wasn't Drake. I'm guessing it wasn't Dragon Dance. Otherwise, a Draco there doesn't make sense. You Dragon Dance for, well, it makes sense if you thought I was going to, if you wanted to catch me on the hard switch. But I think Bolt Striking there is still better. You Bolt Strike, if I go Tangrowth, you make it seem like, oh no, I'm powerless versus your Tangrowth. But I don't think, well, I don't know the spread. Maybe Draco one shots because Tangrowth has very little special defense. Just base stat wise. So yeah, I think he just should have just Bolt Striked hard. If I leave it in, you die. Unless again he was just fully special to begin with, and and again you could just Thunderbolt. It's the same thing. I don't think it would not Dragon Dancing there guarantee loses you the game, because I just get the free switch into what's his face, Kyurem, and as you saw what happened. So maybe he just didn't have it, or he just didn't click it. All right, so we're playing the real T-Tar YT. Shout outs to his channel. Kyogre eats his lunch. Every last bite. Kyurem's quite good. Quite good indeed. Quite good indeed. Oh, this is an amazing beginning. This is amazing beginning. Sticky Barb. That's really lame. It's a really lame set. I don't have respect for you for that set. Should Earth Power here. But he's faster than me. He might just roost. Goes Kali Ice. Kali Ice can't muscle past Zamazenta. I'm sure he's aware of that. Because what I'm thinking here is I just want... Well, I guess if this is a Trick Room component, then... Leech Seed. That's interesting. It's funny how Ice type can leech. I just think this shit just has the coolest moveset. It just has shit that is like so fucking cool. Like Leech Seed. What? It's so fucking cool, man. Psychic Ice type is Leech Seed. I always loved shit like that. Salamence having Hydro Pump was well something that just gave me like a rush back in the day. Okay, let me actually think this out. Okay, so I'm gonna punish you heavily this turn on your Zygarde or your Necrozma. I want one of them put to bed. I'll take Necrozma. You know, whatever. I don't think it's that deep which one it is. Yveltal would obviously be my favorite. He's slower than my... He tried to Trick Room. Got you. Which means he's... Potential weakness policy. He tried to Trick Room, but he didn't TR with the Calyrex. So I'm not going to knock his item off here. I'm going to... Calyrex comes in. Vizdef Kyogre versus Calyrex in the rain. Unless he has Seed Bomb, which I don't know how he'd fit with Trick Room, Leech Seed, Glacial Lance, and maybe CC. Ice Fighting is... I think that's perfect coverage. Unless, you know, other than certain types, but like typing wise, I don't think any like one type resists both of those. Yeah, nice. I mean, it's funny, I didn't know it technically could still show up as a miss, because it's not like it says the sub blocked it, it says that it missed. So I'm gonna just Scald here instead of, in case he has something and I can burn him. So he has Aromatherapy. You scumbag. So I'll Calm Mind now then. He probably can't break my sub. Yeah. If I can burn it. This dude like Aromatherapy on the perfect turn. Yeah, so I figured this Kyogre would give him trouble. Very interesting that he goes Calyrex first. So I'll just see him again. Glacial Lances, I'll substitute, and then How many does he? Oh, he actually thought. You thought I was gonna fall for the okie doke on some greedy shit. If I burnt him there, that would have been great. I'm glad that he Glacial Lanced. I mean, he tried to lead sheet the second. Oh, what? Glacial Lance only has 5. Oh, I got you, bro. If I burn here, that'd be so. Oh, I just killed. I mean, I forget I'm a Kyogre, but without the rain, 480 special attack. Yeah, especially if this Dracovish is slow as hell. Oh yeah, you're slower than me. It's done. It's done. I wonder. Not Bandit probably kills. I don't even need the. Aren't you slow as dicks? You're trying to TR. Yeah, probably shouldn't have let him. But now I get sub for sure. Oh, he's slower. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay. Alright then. I didn't expect him to be slower than it. Why is he so fast if he's Trick Room? Yeah, I expected him to go to the Dracovish under Trick Room. You're clearly slower than me. Very weird game. Very weird one. Weird one indeed. Let's grab another weird one. Alright, we're gonna play AV God. Similar stuff with Kyogre, but not as straightforward, but pretty close. Like Sub-CM's Kyogre is low key the threat. It's low key. Cause I'm really just ice beaming for real. Cause this probably only has Sunsteel Strike and can't break my sub, so everything else is ice beamable. And I say that because Groudon's likely gonna set up Sun versus me at some point. Zamazenta. Strash, as usual. If Yveltal is necessary for Cali and Blissey's Palkia, and Eternatus shuts those down. So Ice Beam's gonna be my mode of operation. I want to sleep out. But Ice Beam is gonna be. Ooh, how dare you lead with Groudon? And I have a damn Kyurem. I'm debating whether I should EP it. Let me think. If I Ice Beam and he goes Necrozma, he heals. He goes Pocket. That was a smart mid-ground. Because it's a Soul Vest. Okay. Smart mid-ground. I could see him doubling out. Blissey is very obvious here. But no, he's like Kyurem's too big of a problem, bro. Sage Run actually did a ton to me. Oh, I'm not maxed with F. I'm like, holy shit, 24%. You're like, jam, 24%. It's nothing. You're right, but yeah, still a lot. Now this gets interesting. I'm gonna hard cure. I'm gonna go ultra aggressive on this. I don't know if he has fire move. Precipice Blaze is initial. Okay. That Palkia probably is not max. Yeah, thought about EPing there, but as I said, this invites. It could invite Kyogre. Could invite Dragon Dance. I don't mind this at all. Is it weakness policy, DD? If that's the case, then how would I deal with it? 120 base. You need a first turn wake. I'll go hard Kyogre here. You need a bit of good fortune. He does get some of it, but I'm max. Yeah, like I didn't want to give him a what's it called? So Kyogre is a lot lower than I'd like when it was supposed to be the homie, sweeping the nation. But at this point he guards. I mean, he always guarded really poorly against Kyurem, but now it's. I suppose I shouldn't have let Kyurem take the hit because I want something to outspeed of Yveltal, but yeah, it is what it is. Meteor Beam. Ooh. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous. I'm just questioning whether or not it'd be a good move here to Zamazenta. I think so. Because I don't know what this has in store. If he Meteor Beams again, cannons. Okay, so it was just gonna Metal Burst here in case he has the fire move. Yep. And I'm EV to eat those. Of course he gets the hacks, but I was ready. Oh shit, I wasn't ready. If he has recover, I'm fucked. It doesn't seem like that's his last move. Softball here. Yeah, okay, cool. It's not recover, I don't think. Okay, I'll take that. I figured you'd meteor beam and get your +2, but that's on stab. That's not doing shit to me. All right, so I get to keep this for both Calyrex. So Calyrex can't Astral Barrage spam. I mean, I have a Veltal, but you know what I mean. So at this point, Kyurem coming in picks up a KO. So I'm somewhat surprised Groudon was his initial. It makes me think the Groudon has something to hit. Tangrowth is literally for the Groudon at this point. So maybe he does have a fire move. Sleep Powder once again. Toxic. Okay, that's perfect. I get to go to Kyurem here. He knows that. So he shouldn't leave it in. But I guess he's like, fuck what you talking about, Jam. Fuck what you talking about. So I'll freeze dry hard here. Covers Serpalkia, kills Groudon. Even if it didn't, I don't need it to die. I just need it to be low. Veltal is going to be important for his own. So I'll mid-ground Blissey. If he Side Shocks, kudos. But I figured he'd try to trick. You want my Vel gone. So now he's forced to Side Shock as I go to Vel. Aromatherapy. The therapy of the aroma. Doesn't matter. Now that I know that your Groudon is walled by my Tangrowth, like, we doing this over and over. Unless you want to, I'd assume SD is his last move. Unless you want to double around. Problem is you can't double around the Calyrex. So he does have rocks. Okay. So let's put somebody to sleep once again. It's going to be Groudon. Good play. He'll knock off here on his I assumed Veltal, but we'll just Grass Knot kill. Ooh. Okay, I got like crushed. Heavy duty boost would be something that you'd want. So I could see Trick. You'd probably want to take my boots. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll take that. And I'll just get rid of the rocks. Because I can do that infinitely. I'll Toxic your Vel. Unless you're just Taunt. I don't think that would be your first. Okay. So he knocks my item off anyway. Now I don't think he can win. If that's all he's got. Yeah. Snarl. Okay. Yeah, this is over. So now, you know, Snarl is your move. You aim for Groudon here. Even if you don't. Yeah. I just Ice Beam. Even if Groudon wakes up. So what? I think that's been the theme of today. So what? Can't knock me out. And now he's within range. Cure him. And if he chooses to rocks, then he has nothing to beat the Vel anymore. It's a good Stone Edge there, because you want to make sure that you want to make sure if I decide to choke the game away, you catch a Veltal there. So you always Stone Edge. Both can miss, so why not? But yeah, that's gonna be the live for today. As Kyurem White, Show White's still something to be respected. Something to be respected. Put some respect on Kyurem's name. So obviously Veltal beats Calyrex every time. And we're gonna just stay on his Veltal until, well, he's Snarl. So I guess I could just sack Tangrowth and go to Kyurem and wrap this up. Yeah, or sack Blissey or something. But yeah, that's gonna be the live for today. Hope you all had a blast as I did. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.